I want to tell you a story about a guy who on the surface appears to be your average Joe, but in reality, he is one of the most memorable people you might ever meet. His name is Reinstein. So let's start at the beginning and get the scoop from someone who knows him pretty well.
My name is Elizabeth Reinstein, and I'm Jay's daughter. My dad grew up in the DC area with a brother and a sister. He was the oldest. Even when he was younger, he always had a bunch of friends. He was always he was just a very sociable person, always hanging out with someone. He always had something to do. He met my mom in Atlantic City. Later, they started talking and they decided to move to North Carolina. They picked either North Carolina, Florida, or I think it was either Maryland they were either going to move to, and they decided North Carolina. So that was pretty cool.
And we are glad they chose to settle here. Jay would work in Durham for several years before coming to the great city of Fayetteville. He would immediately make an impression with his peers.
I first met Jay about 7 years ago when he came to interview for the position of Assistant City Manager here at the city, and I was serving as a panelist on one of the assessment centres. Jay did an excellent presentation, and at the end of the presentation all the candidates were asked a series of questions. And so I asked Jay a question and he responded with a fake British accent. I just thought that was kind of strange that a candidate would mimic the accent of one of the panelists, but it was all in good humour, and he ended up getting the job.
And a great job he did. An impactful team leader and a personable peer, Jay gave the city his all, making everyone he met and worked with feel like they were the only person in the world that mattered. Regardless who you talk to, most will agree that he just made the job more fun.
Crazy socks.
Silly socks.
Jay likes to wear different kinds of socks. So it got turned on to this whole crazy sock idea, which really started a trend here several years ago in the city and has permeated throughout. And so every day as I'm picking out my socks, it's rarely a solid color sock. It's something different. And really I remember that back to Jay first starting that, and it was an okay thing to do.
Be it crazy socks, his involvement with core value employee awards, his portfolio picnics, the Jaywalkers, health and wellness initiatives, the list goes on and on. It was all done to improve the quality of life for everyone around him. And it worked. Anytime you ask someone about Jay, the response usually comes with a big smile, and everyone, I mean everyone, has a Jay story.
I have a Jay story to tell you.
I've got a really good Jay story.
So Jay may not look like it, but he is a veteran half marathon racer. So Jay is not out to set any land speed records. He's out there to have a good time. So we had a team and we were all wearing our Jaywalker t-shirts. So we were all in one group. By the time we got to the top of Morganton Road, Kathy Jensen and Jay were far behind because they were doing more talking than they were doing walking.
What we decided to do is we were going to tell everyone along the route, when you see the two other people coming along that have this t-shirt on, the Jaywalker shirt, please tell them, less talk, more walk. They need to speed it up. Can you please root them on and get them here?
We decided to wait for them on the bridge because we could stand up there and see them coming down the All-American. They finally come. So Jay got up to us. He said, everybody, I don't know why everybody knows me. I don't know how everybody knows who I am.
I'm so popular. Everybody, I feel so special. And we were like, not really, Jay.
He has been awarded accolades, but he may be remembered most for the strong relationships created and influence bestowed along the way.
Jay is supportive. There is not a time that he wouldn't come to you and say, what can I do for you? I know you guys are stressed for budget. What can I do to make your life easy? What can I do to help you get over this hump?
He was that guy I could go to as a sounding board, as a leader, as an assistant city manager here in the city that just had his ear on everything, the pulse of everything that was going on here to bounce ideas off of, to talk about things, whether it was open door or closed door. Jay was just one of those trusted agents you could go to and share just about anything.
It was his mission in life to serve the public. He enjoyed doing that, and he worked very hard to collaborate well with his coworkers, with his staff, with other departments, and with other organizations in the community to reach whatever goal he had on a particular project.
He is now in a new journey in life, helping with Alzheimer's, so I feel like that's what he's meant to do right now, and he's going to help find a cure because he's that person who's always just worked hard until he's found a solution. I love my dad, and I'm always going to be there for him, and I'm excited that I get to spend more time with him now.
Jay, we hate to see you leave, really. But please know, we sincerely appreciate our time with you. And we also know you are not done improving the lives of everyone you meet.